Do it.
Roger, roger.
It's unfair.
We would be honored if you would join us.
What is going on, everyone? How are you all doing today? So in Star Wars, we have prosthetics of all kinds. Hands, legs, and even one's entire body.
General Kenobi!
But of all these prosthetics, could the user feel them? Well, today we're going to focus on whether or not Vader could feel his prosthetics, or he couldn't. In Return of the Jedi, we saw him cry out when Luke sliced his hand off. However, was this synthetic pain, or was it just him being startled or feeling beaten? Now, when Luke got his prosthetic hand after Vader sliced it off, we all saw his sensors being tested for the first time, where we in fact know that, yeah, the prosthetic limbs can indeed feel pain as they're connected to the user's nerves. However, Vader's prosthetics were way different from regular ones, or rather, current technology of the time. See, for those who don't know yet, Vader's limbs and robotics were all old dated stuff. They're equivalent to a flip phone compared to a new iPhone or Android today. General Grievous even had better cybernetics than Vader, and Sidious did this on purpose, as many of you know. One, to punish him, but two, to also keep him in pain, which fuels the dark side within, making him stronger. It's kind of like a 2 steps forward, 1 back kind of thing, but it worked for his new life, so that's why Palpatine did it. I think Vader could have had his cybernetics feel numb or anything that he wanted. However, Palpatine didn't want that. During his surgery even, he was denied anesthesia or numbing agents of any kind, which are for the 2 reasons I just explained. That said, the information we're about to learn will reveal the answer for today's video, in Legends at least, because we just don't have an answer yet in canon. According to the Star Wars Blueprints The Ultimate Collection book, Vader's cybernetic prosthetics interface directly with his nerves. If Vader didn't have pain receptors on his prosthetics, I think that would have made him more of a lethal being, almost even more machine than man, because, well, let's just say he didn't feel anything when Luke cut his hand off. Then he would have just kept fighting, and maybe we'd have gotten a different outcome, plot armor aside of course. At that point in time, Vader was tired and battlefield wounded. Everything happened perfectly as the prophecy would have had it. Now, the issue with that is that Vader had so many upgrades and suits during his lifetime that in the new canon, I wondered just what specifics they're gonna give him. I mean, we could go one way, where Vader upgrades his suit himself so that he can't feel any pain, and then we could go completely the other route, where he feels everything with the new cybernetics that enhance his speed and motor skills beyond human capabilities, kind of like Grievous, but not as insane and, crazy like a robot. The possibilities are endless for what they can do with Vader at this point, and I'm excited to see where they're gonna go from here. Now, they have announced a Fortress Vader comic coming, or series coming, which is going to cover everything regarding Vader's castle on Mustafar, so I'm looking forward to that, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to see him in his back tank again in the comic, and everything that goes on with that process. That's a part of Vader that I always really was fascinated by. Everything that goes on underneath the suit. His mind, his emotions, his actual powers, and everything else with his cybernetics. Thanks for watching today's video, everyone. Let me know what you think of Vader's cybernetics, and I will see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends, remember,
The Force will be with you always.